everybody, and welcome back to another Tenfold Live. My name is Philippa, and I'm here with you the whole hour, guys. I have a whole episode with you to help you get familiar with your analytical geometry. For those of you who've just tuned in, or if you've never caught us before, we're Tenfold Live Education, and we're proudly brought to you by Liberty. We're a fantastic show that happens every Monday to Thursday from 5 until 6 p.m., and we're aiming to help you crush your matric exams. We're going to cover a whole bunch of questions that you guys have sent in today. Some of them are really challenging. Some of them are really great with your analytical geometry. They're going to really try and push you to understand how to apply your theory and knowledge. If you feel like you need a little extra bump in your knowledge, not even for matric, if you want to start learning from grade 10 to matric, we have a fantastic app, guys. It's called Tenfold Education, also brought to you by Liberty. It's available on both Android and game stores on your apps. So make sure you download the app. We've got some fantastic content on there, guys. We've assembled a whole bunch of lesson videos, question videos, even videos that show you how your maths can help you go into a career after school. So make sure you download that app. For now, we're going to jump straight into a question because we have a lot of content to cover today, guys. This question is from Masana, so let's check what they need to say.
Hi Tenfold, my name is Masana, and could you please help me with the following question?
Alrighty guys, I actually really love this question because it helps you apply your understanding of the distance formula, but also interpret what it is that is told to you in that little love letter that the examiners give you at the beginning of a question. So let's jump right into this question. It says, calculate the coordinates of the point A, which lies on the x-axis and which is equidistant from the points B with its coordinates and point C from its coordinates. Okay. So the first things that should jump out at you in this love letter, guys, x-axis means that A has some unknown x value to it, but its y value is 0 because it's lying somewhere along this x-axis, y equals 0. Secondly, it says that A is equidistant from both B and C. That means that the distance from A to B is equal to the distance from A to C. Okay, the reason I put a Cartesian plane here is to illustrate this idea so that you guys can try and picture it. So if we have B here at -1, -2, and C at 5, 4, which would be about 5, -4 would be about here, C. Basically, we're trying to find A along the x-axis here so that if it sits on the x-axis, and we join A to B, make sure that we know that's A, and A to C, these distances are going to be equal. Okay, so that's a good way to test how you understand that letter. So I'm going to jump straight into it. I'm going to say AB from your distance formula is equal to the x value at A minus the x value at B, which is -1, all squared, plus the y value at A we've established is 0 because it's on the x-axis, minus the y value at B, which is -2, all squared, and all of this is square rooted. Okay, so let's keep going with this. That means that AB is equal to x plus 1 all squared, plus negative minus 2 is just 2, positive 2 squared, and all of that is square rooted. So let's distribute out these brackets. So we get x squared plus 2x plus 2, and that 2 squared just becomes 4. And if we keep simplifying it, we're going to get x squared plus 2x plus 6. But look at me, guys. This 1 here, 1 squared is just 1. Okay, so I was talking rubbish here. That's 1 there. 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay. So that was AB. Now we need to find AC. Okay, so same thing, guys. Distance formula is equal to x at A minus the x value at C, which I think was 5, all squared, plus the y value at A, which was 0, minus the y value at C, which was -4, all squared, and that is all square rooted. Okay, let me just highlight this here so that we know that that's important. Again, let's distribute this out. So we get x squared minus 10x plus 25. And then this second bracket, Negative 4, it becomes positive 4, and positive 4 squared is 16. Okay, let's keep simplifying this out. We get x squared minus 10x plus 25 plus 16 is 41, and that is a C. Okay, so now we have two distance formulae. Now remember, guys, it said at the beginning, that A is equidistant from both B and C. So those two lines, they are equal. So now that we found from our distance formula an expression for both of those lines, we can equate them to each other and solve for that x coordinate that we need to find. So let's do that. Okay, so from up here, we get, if we look at both sides of the equation, we have a square root and a square root. Those two will cancel each other out. So we can simply say x squared plus 2x plus 5 from AB is equal to x squared minus 10x plus 41 from AC. Okay, x squared minus x squared will give us 0. If we bring this 10x to this side of the equation, we get 2x plus 10x gives us 12x. If we take this 5 to the other side, it'll become minus 5. So 41 minus 5 is 36, which means that x is equal to 36 divided by 12, which is 3. So remember, guys, they asked for coordinates. So we know because it's along the x-axis, the y-coordinate is 0. And we've just solved for x, so the y-coordinate is 3. Lovely question, guys. Great application of how you interpret. If they say this thing lies on the x-axis, they're testing for your ability to say, okay, it's on the x-axis, y value is 0. Also, if we say equidistant, means that you can equate lengths to each other because they're the same distance away from each other. So this is a really great question, guys. Nice way to start off the show. For now, we're going to jump into an ad break just to let you sort of cool off a bit. Thanks once again to Liberty for sponsoring this show. We couldn't have done it without you. We love being here to help you with your matric, guys. For now, let's jump into an ad break, let your brain steam off a little bit, and I will be back afterwards to take another question. Stay tuned.